What up? K-Rug, Soberdogs, the Soberdog himself, coming at you with another video. Hey, if you like my videos, hit that subscribe, that like, so you can help me get as much good addiction information as I can out there. Today's video: why do addicts steal from loved ones? Such a paramount question. So many friends and family ask themselves, why are they stealing from me? Did I do something wrong? Do they hate me? Are they trying to get back at me? Excuse me. So why do addicts steal from loved ones? The answer is usually pretty basic. It is the quickest, fastest source of money that they know where it is and how to get it. An addict will, if there's a $100 bill in the next room or a TV worth $100, they will go take that before they break into a random house, because they know it's there, they know it's worth something, they want to get it and get out quick. They probably know your schedule, if you're there or not, or if you're coming home right now, if you're a friend or family. So they try to, their brain, it's like our brain, excuse me, it's like our brain weighed out the pros and cons ahead of time without us even knowing it. My brain says, steal from mom and dad, get in trouble, cause, friction, they've given you the best life possible. Get high, need to get high, need to get high, need to get high, get high right now, deal with the repercussions later. And it's like it already tells me, it knows that. I don't want to make excuses for addicts. That's not my goal here. But I'm trying to tell you what was going through my brain, because I don't like to admit this, but I stole from my parents, from my brother, I stole from my grandparents. I did a lot of bad stuff during heroin, cocaine addiction. And it was almost like it was not me doing the act. Like I was just, I saw a valuable, I would go in, I would steal it, I would get out of there, I would get high, and then this just misery of guilt and remorse would trigger after. Of, oh my God, you just stole grandma's necklace, you just stole mom's money, you just stole dad's money, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to them? And then that guilt would cause me to want to go get high again, because I'd want to just, bury those feelings of misery and what a terrible person I am. It's like this cycle of misery. But as far as the actual action itself, why did the addict steal from friends or family? Familiar surroundings. They know the house, they know the layout, they know if there's valuables in there or not. If I go to grandma's house, I might know that she's got jewelry in a box and she leaves from this time to this time, versus if I break into the neighbor's house, I don't know if they have anything worth money, I don't know if they're home, I don't know if there's a dog waiting to bite me, I don't know if there's a guy or a woman on the other side of the door waiting to shoot me or hit me with a baseball bat. So, the addicts know this. They know the house, they know the layout, they know if they're valuables, they know if there's an alarm system. All these things are like, just immediately jump in the decision of, yep, take that. And it's quickest. It's usually quicker to go somewhere you've been, or to take something, from even the house you live in, than to try to break into a different house or whatever. I know this is terrible, and the way I'm talking, it's like criminal talk, like burglary 101. That's not my intention at all. I'm just letting you know what goes through addicts' minds at the time. It is, get high, get high, get high. We need to get high. We can't work today without being high. We can't function without being high. We need it, you need it, you need it, you need it. Morals. And they're just like shut off. Every cell in our body is pushing us to get high. And you think that you'll deal with it all later. Some of the excuses you might, hear if you catch, one of your loved ones stealing from you, don't worry, I'll bring it back or I'll replace it. Hey, don't you remember you told me that I could take this? You must have forgot. Hey, I've done favors for you in the past. That one always gets me, because just because, I've done favors for you or you've done favors for me doesn't mean you could just come in and steal my shit. Whatever. Hey, I need this or I'll go into withdrawal. I owe bad people money. I need to take this. You'll hear every excuse in the book. no matter what it is. And the addict's goal at that point in time, if you catch them, is to keep the money or the item and get the heck out of there as quick as possible, because they want to get high. That's what they want. That's what their goal is. But that's a personal decision if you let them have money or anything. I know a lot of parents and loved ones say, you know, well, I gave them some money, or I let them take some money because I didn't want them to go into withdrawal, or I didn't want them owing bad people money. Personally, going into withdrawal was wonderful for me, because it made me feel that misery and that pain, and I didn't want to feel it again. So I'm of the you know, consequences for your actions school, the old school thought type thing. But that's a decision up to you. Now, if you do catch a loved one stealing from you, use it as you know, use it to whatever benefit you can. I know it's an awful situation, but use it as a learning tool. You know, try to find out how much drugs they're using, what drugs they're using. Try to get info on where they're using, who they're using with. You know, confront them and see if they're willing to go to treatment. Are they willing to, you know, go to AA? Maybe you have to kick them out if they're living with you. You know, these are all, you know, rough, bad things. You know, some of them can be bad, kicking them out, but it's what they need. You know, use it to stop enabling them. Hide the valuables if you have to. Then they're either going to have to get clean or get money a different way, and that's their own decision. You know, you can't control it. I can't control it. It's only up to the person using, that they can either choose, you know, if they're going to continue that life or if they're going to try something different with treatment. But thinking that by you giving them money, it's going to, you know, stop them from going and committing the crime or saving them from the withdrawal, that doesn't happen. It just prolongs the misery. Enabling just makes it longer and worse. That's some members of my family thought, well, if I just let him take the $20 here and there, then he won't go out and steal it from somebody else. I went out and stole it anyway. My addiction just got worse. All it did was drag it out and prolong it. And instead of me getting caught, you know, in April, I got caught in July, and it was even worse when I got caught in July. So, you know, it doesn't actually help to let them just take it or to enable that behavior. But try to use that for whatever info you can. If you think a loved one's stealing from you, you know, talk to a professional medical, you know, person in the medical community, addiction counselor, sorry for the noise, addiction counselor, rehab doctor, somebody in the medical community that, you know, specializes with that, and see what help you could, you know, try to get the person, if they're willing. If they're not willing, unfortunately, you know, that's up to you if you want to do the tough love call on calling the police or not. I don't have an opinion on that. I'm going to leave it up to each individual case. All right, everybody, check out Soberdogs.com. I appreciate it. Trying to get the best addiction info out there, coming directly from the mind of an addict who's been in heroin withdrawal, heroin addiction, cocaine addiction, you name it, alcohol, marijuana, ecstasy, all of them. All right, folks. See ya.